and welcome to our first online faculty meeting. I decided to do this instead of keeping you after school so that way you could look at this at your convenience, but by Friday, so that we can implement some things by Monday. One thing that Pam and I noticed when tutorial notes were turned in, we needed a little bit more clarification because these notes actually serve two purposes. The first purpose that it serves is that the enhancement teacher knows exactly what students are leaving that classroom, which ones actually have permission to leave the classroom. The second purpose of the tutorial list is to give us some documentation as far as where these students go. So what we have done is we've revamped the tutorial note, and these will be put in your box this week after this video is posted. But what we've done is we've done a couple of things differently. So if you will notice, it is now a full sheet instead of a half sheet, so therefore it reduces your time cutting these in half. Up at the top, this will always be the homeroom teacher, because you as a homeroom teacher, your class will go to either the computer lab or music or PE or healthy bodies. So whatever day it is for your class, whichever enhancement class, you can just circle. You don't have to write out the enhancement teacher's name any longer or actually where they're going. Just simply circle where they're going, and hopefully that will help. On the daily date, this is very important because you will have to do this daily. It cannot say Monday through Thursday. We need a date, because we need a date for every single person every single day. What we've also added is a first and last name has to be written down and very legibly. As we were looking at some of the tutorial notes, it was hard to determine if there was just a first name there or if the student is not writing very legibly. It was very hard to tell who this was, and we just have to have the first and last name so we know exactly who it is and not have to hunt down and ask questions. Now, who was it that went to tutoring today? Also, you will notice that we've added the tutorial teacher to the column as well. Like if I'm tutoring this day, then or if this is my class that's going to computer lab for the day, these are the students that come out, but am I tutoring them? I may not be tutoring all of them. As you can see, when I write the names out, who these people go to. So out of the 4 that are listed, I'm only tutoring Johnny on this day. So I know exactly when, Pam and I are looking at the spreadsheet that will be created from this data as far as the, basically an online tutorial notebook, we know exactly where these students are going. So I know that this is more than what you were possibly doing before. Maybe it's very similar to what you were doing before. But I just wanted to point out a couple of things that will be attached to this video email. So just make sure that you add the daily date. Make sure that you have your name, that you put or circle the enhancement class, and that the first and last name of the student is written legibly. Teachers, you may have students write this if you can trust that they can do it legibly. If it's not legible, then it will have to be returned for you to complete so that we can read it before scanned in. And then also required is just a last name only. As you can see on my tutorial sheet that I created, I just put the last name only, so that way it'll make it as simple for you as possible. Now, if the enhancement teachers will turn these in to Mrs. Cranford's box at the end of each day, she can scan these every day instead of scanning all of them on Friday. So enhancement teachers, at the end of every day, if you will put these in her box, please. If you have any questions, please, come see me if there's a way that we can do this better. I know today, as I was talking to Pam about this, I had thought about, why can't we just put the enhancement class in them circles? So, here we are trying to revise, revamp, to make it a little simpler, but at the same time, this does serve a dual purpose, and hopefully this will eliminate you keeping a tutorial notebook and make it a little bit easier. I know change can sometimes be hard. I'm certainly not trying to make anything tougher on you guys. I know y'all do a great job day in and day out of doing all that you can for our students, but I would greatly appreciate if you could make sure that you are doing this daily. Make sure that your name's there, where they're coming out of, and very important to have the date as well. So I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed getting to watch this video instead of staying after school and waiting on everyone to come in as our faculty meeting for this week. You know that I try not to take too much of your time after school. I respect that time. So if you have any questions, please feel free to come see me or Pam regarding the tutorial note. Thank you and have a great day.